Hello and welcome everyone far and near. Welcome to the stream. We are here today with some Trove. I am Knilpu and joined by, as always, as the lovely Bliza and Gingervamp. How are you guys doing today?
Doing good.
Good.
We got audio moving. I think everyone can hear. Let's make sure everyone can hear our lovely gentleman guests here today, right?
Yeah, test. Can people hear me?
Boom, boom.
I am.
I think we should be good now.
Andrew, you have an amazing way of smiling and waiting that looks like you're frozen. It's like nothing I've ever seen.
Yeah, sometimes I can be stoic.
Stoic's a good word for it.
Sometimes.
Well, welcome everyone near and far. Thank you so much for joining us today. We've got a lot of fun planned today. Several of you have been playing Trove and have recently discovered that we are in the midst of an event happening right now, a versus event. The Dinoboys and the Cowasaurs. Now, this event is slightly different than versus events that we've done in the past. I believe most of the time versus events come up and it's a declaration of who is going to be the better team in this in most.
Well, it is still that.
It is still that, but it's respectable in the way that we want the other team to win in this sense. So, like, I'm voting for the Dinoboys, even though I'm a Cowasaurus. And I think the Cowasauruses are going to be voting for the Dinoboys. Which is really how it should be.
Hold on, one sec. I made this event. It was a terrible thing I did to the people who had to translate this game that I made these words up. Cowboys are rooting for the dinosaurs. Or sorry, Cowasaurs are rooting for dinosaurs. And dinosaurs are rooting for Dinoboys. That's what it is.
Close enough.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's it. This is not a Trove t-shirt. Suddenly aware I forgot to change. That's okay. Well, you know, it's a video game shirt, and that's really all that matters. So yeah, so we've got dinosaurs, Dinoboys and Cowasaurs really commending each other for this versus events to determine who is the better of the teams, and who's the most beautiful, who's the most powerful, who's the best. I think it's just a generality for everything, isn't it?
I have to say, the September, October, really all four of the events at the end of the year, but really September and October, like they're both equally my favorite. I couldn't pick if you asked me to, but I really love the theming that we've always had of September being a versus event. And I don't remember who seeded the idea of Cowboys versus dinosaurs in my brain, but I was just like, oh man, that's so, like, of course they would fight each other, but I was like, wouldn't it be a lot better if they were, we did the opposite of what a versus event is, kind of, where they're just like fighting over, or they're just like cheering each other on. And I was like, yeah, but in a Trovian fashion, they would cheer so fervently that they would eventually start fighting because they wouldn't agree, and that's how everything goes in Trove. I really, really love this event, especially the hub piece that we got for it. With the
hub piece is amazing.
Oh yeah. Man.
Can we roll over and see that?
Oh yeah. Let's head to the hub and show that off.
Let's do that.
I will say, I felt so bad for the artists when I was putting in my requests, because it's just a big with a cowboy hat, like X with a cowboy hat, X with a cowboy hat, X with a cowboy hat, and they're like, cowboys have other things. I was like, yeah, but like I want a T-Rex with a cowboy hat. And oh my god, every time I see it, it just makes me smile.
And of course, that wasn't so much for any professional standing or anything that you've learned or educated over the years. That was your inner child saying, no, I want a T-Rex with a cowboy hat. That's all that matters.
Basically, yeah, it's not much more than that. It was just like, well, this is gonna look great. I mean, I put some thought into this event. I really, really do enjoy it. I'm really happy with how everything came out. Like, I can't get over, like, the pterodactyl carrying dynamite with a cowboy hat, obviously.
It's the poncho on the T-Rex for me that just sells everything about this event. The boots, the poncho, and when he moves, the boots and the poncho, I lose it.
I was so convinced I would be Team Dinoboys. Like, I was like, this is my team. Like, nothing's gonna beat this. And then I saw the Punchbot Mayor, or sorry, Dino Kickbot, and I saw the dino kick, and it made me sad that I wasn't going to allow players to fight these things, because like it's not an event about them fighting each other. So I was so sad that they would never get to see the dino kick, and that's what inspired the eventual modifiers on Dinosley, where you actually spawn this guy and he fights for you. It was like, oh, people have to see this dino kick. It's too great.
I like his little puffy cheeks. I think that's the best part of this, this whole design is his little puffy cheeks.
Yeah, oh man. Every single one of these models, even the cactus triceratops, they're all just so amazing. So happy with it.
This is absolutely one of the coolest things that have come out of the design team in a while. This is a great idea too. Kudos.
Yeah, and I had a lot of fun with this event. Like from trying to figure out how to throw posters for the totally not propaganda posters. From figuring out how to make those work so that you could have a nice way to represent your team, and really. We were like the effigies. That was a really fun idea that I think worked out pretty well. Where there's a means for you to guarantee that you unlock almost everything from the event. I mean, I know that some people have been unhappy about Dinosley being in the chest, but that still creates something to pursue, which I really like. But I'm really happy so far with how everything in this event has played out. I hope everybody really enjoys it too. God, the Mag Rider.
The Mag Rider is amazing. From a lot of the early feedback I've seen over the weekend, it seems like people really did have a great time with this over the weekend.
Yeah.
Some people had a little bit more fun than others figuring out some things that shouldn't have been, but those have been quickly corrected. Most of them.
Oh yeah, but yeah, overall, I think this event did a really fun job of taking versus events in a different way.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll see some of these NPCs again. Friendsgiving's around the corner. And, that's time to bury the hatchet.
Yeah.
Everybody gets to be friends.
We always try to find ways to reuse content, especially if it's like good content like this. So hopefully we'll see some of these characters around.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
I would just die if there was a giant Dinosley fighting some giant King Kong-esque thing, and we had some like Dinozilla versus, I don't know. I could just see him being huge, and I'm putting ideas out there. I need to stop.
I'm not going to say I don't want to see Dinosley fighting a giant Mecha Dinosley, but I'm not going to say I don't want to see a Mecha Dinosley fighting a giant Dinosley.
That would be pretty cool. Well, since we've wow, that's monstrously terrifying. Giant Cubesley leprechaun thing.
I just wanted to march around Neon City and just tear apart all of the terrain.
Constant Godzilla roars as it rips things apart. Well,
yeah, definitely.
To celebrate this event, I know we've got some things given away. All three of us have some dev allies that we are going to be giving to the stream today. Adam, do you want to start with you? Give one of yours away?
Absolutely. I don't know how to do that, though. I'm not a Twitch.
I do. So what we're going to do is you get to pick the keyword. So it's going to be exclamation point, probably the name of your ally, or your name.
No. We got to represent our team. Okay. I'm Team Cowasaur, so it's exclamation point Cowasaur all the way.
Now that is going to be exclamation point Cowasaur.
Good luck spelling it.
That's what I was about to say. Like, you've given them a riddle, essentially.
That is my favorite thing to do.
I'm going to go ahead and be a little bit easy on everybody. Exclamation point Cowasaur. We have already typed it off in the chat. Get your exclamation points in there. If the Game & Go account wins, I will roll again. Obviously, I don't need it. Exclamation point Cowasaur. Get your votes therein. Everyone who's currently joining us in PTS and making our lives just absolutely wonderful, make sure that you are also in Twitch chat and get those exclamation point Cowasaur votes in. We're going to be pulling for their first raffle for our first Dev Ally giveaway. How about now? I like now. First winner is going to be ChiliFro59. ChiliFro59. If you would make your presence known in chat, we will get a nice PM open with you, and we'll get you that key. And of course, just so everyone is aware and nobody asks the question that I know is burning in your hearts. Are these keys only for PC? No! These keys are going to be valid for all consoles. All you have to do is go to our Trove website and redeem the code. It is going to be an account unlock, and that will put it on any of your consoles that you're playing on as long as you're logged into that account. Who did I say one? Chili Fro? Chili Fro!
That sounds odd. That sounds like he's got a blue crown next to his head. Not too much of a Twitch noob to know what that means, I think.
That's a Prime subber. That's somebody who pays money to get a free sub every month and use of emojis and also a little blue crown next to their head that makes them look cool. Let me find... Just want to make sure I don't lose track of each key as we give it away. Thank you for your patience. ChiliFro59, there you go. There's going to be your first key.
Why is this giant St. Cubeslick guy walking around? I had not seen... I'm assuming I know what that's from, and I had not seen that yet.
We can talk about it in a minute.
Man.
We can absolutely address
what an insane moment in Trove. We've got dinosaurs dressed up like cowboys. We got cowboys dressed up like dinosaurs.
We've got chicken.
Absolute insanity with chickens and paint cans, and I don't know what's going on anymore.
I may have gone a bit too zealous with scale on some stuff.
I think
one can never be too zealous.
The scaling with the boats seems to work the best.
Yep.
I mean, I enjoyed that I logged in. I got a little under the weather about a little bit ago, and I wasn't able to work for a few days. When I came back, all the Dinosleys and Cubesleys were like 10x size. I don't know. They're gigantic now. I have no idea what happened, but I also didn't question it. I'm just like, yeah, it seems like something that would happen in Trove.
That's one of those things where it's just like,
Yep,
moving on.
Yep. Better not to ask.
How do I? Let's figure that out.
I gotta say, another part of this update that has been really appealing to me is the new exclamation marks that are on top of the NPCs with like daily quests and whatnot. I mean, they're in a lot of places, but I think they stand out so much better than the original ones did. Like, the original ones could really easily just like fade into the background. So I really appreciate that update.
And that was mainly, as far as I'm saying, that was mostly an update involving kind of like fixing up the tutorial, making quests and the tutorial kind of more coherent and updated. So we've been doing some small tweaks to that that are coming out of PTS soon. So we're excited about that.
I'm terrified to touch the tutorial. I think I've done that thing. I've done that thing more times than most people in the world. I read
through it this morning, and it is a vast improvement. Kind of like some of the small little tweaks and changes that were added to it. I'm really excited about it. It looks much nicer now. It's much cleaner.
That's good. That's good to hear. It's more. When I say terrified, I'm terrified of the PTSD of having. When I was in QA, I had to do the tutorial probably 2 or 3 times a day. Sometimes I feel like I could do it in my sleep now.
Yeah, I had to do it actually yesterday for my Switch. I was like, oh look, I'm here again. So, as we, I'm just hopping on a little bit of a loop here as we keep going. Yeah, this event has been absolutely amazing. Where did the inspiration come from this? Like, I know you mentioned that somebody had said it, which kind of instilled.
It was mostly like a conversation because, like, at the beginning of every event, I think like, what's like the. I asked my question about like what's the theme of the event, obviously, but like for this event, we've done pirates versus ninjas, we've done undead versus the fae. So like, I felt like a really obvious one that is just like looming in the shadows is fire and ice. The permafrost versus Dragonfire Peaks. Dracolite versus the Ice Sage, and that's such an easy one that I was like, there's got to be something a little bit more fun, more different. So I cycled through a few ideas. I kind of wanted to do like a superheroes versus something like featuring the Vanguardian and like the Solarian, because like Solarian and the Loon Lancer, they all feel like very Avenger superhero-y to me. And then like their foils would have been stuff like the Tomb Raiser, the Revenant. Like they could have some fun stuff done for them, but that's undead. And so like whenever I tried to think of like an undead class that was a villain, it just didn't work right for me. And I think I jokingly said Cowboys versus Aliens because it's a terrible movie that no one should go look up, featuring a bunch of really, really famous stars that should have been much better than it was.
Directed by Jon Favreau.
Oh, that's disappointing for him.
Even
I don't think
worse.
he talks about. I don't think he talks about that one.
That's after Iron Man too. Keep that in mind.
But it was honestly as simple as I had that thought in my brain, and then Moby sent me a message, which, you know, for a lot of people who've been around for a while, they'll remember Moby. Moby is a very big fan of dinosaurs, and it just popped in my brain immediately. I was like, oh my god,
I have a Moby
dinosaurs versus cowboys.
That's
and then
works.
And then I fed it even one step further, where I was like, Moby would be so mad at me if I made an event about killing dinosaurs. Like that would just crush him. So how do we twist this in a way where Moby's not mad at me? And I got to dinosaurs and cowboys are friends. And sadly, we still kill dinosaurs, but they're the bad one. They're the ones that they're the ones that make the lives of the good dinosaurs unhappy.
I mean, it wouldn't be a Trove event if there wasn't some, questing out and in these biomes that these characters belong to. So
obvious, for sure. And that's eventually what got me to T-Rexes and dinosaur hats and little dinosaurs and cowboy hats poking out of barrels. God, I love this. I love this little model.
Gotta love having such a fun job, or that's what you get to focus on and think about.
True.
It is.
I honestly think one of the best things about Trove is there isn't an idea that is too ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like it's almost the exact opposite, where it's like, oh, that's way too ordinary. It's like, you have to lean into the wackiness.
It's a project that gives us a lot of freedom to kind of be as silly as we want to, and every day we have to go through more puns and learning.
That's the worst part of every day. I want to point that out. Puns are the worst.
I just do it automatically now at this point.
I know, right?
I would say the worst part's when the puns make it into the group chats and start just constantly recycling each other and getting stronger.
In fact, that might be next year's Versus event, is just a war on puns.
Literal, like, straight-faced and direct statements versus puns.
I do love the idea of asking the artist, like, I need enemies that are words.
That
go.
You might break someone. It might.
I know some rigs that would work. We could do this. That's like whenever someone has a crazy idea, I'm like, yeah, we can maybe do something like that. We can figure out a way to get something like that in. So
I don't know if I can wait a year though.
I have some worm rigs that would probably work with what you're talking about.
Like I've got somebody. Remember in like Phoenix Wright when he would yell objection and it would pop above him, and then in I think it was Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, they actually made that part of his hitbox, so that became a weapon. You could fight phrases that are just bouncing around, and if you hit it, it's like, like uncertainty, and then you attack it and it's like alarmed, and it changes its model and it says things.
And then we create a mini game mode where you type, and like if you type the counter to what you see, it destroys it.
Okay.
I feel like this has existed.
No.
That's typing of the dead or something like that.
That we can't do that.
Yeah, they'll probably get in trouble for that.
That is a fun though.
So I will say, like, one of my just because I brought it up, so I'll kill this tangent, but I have to finish mine first. The text assist I got for free on the Epic Game Store like 2 years ago. It is my favorite typing game of all time, just because like of little things like to use the menu. If you want to open options, you have to type the word options.
That's
great. I love stuff like that.
I'm gonna have to look up that one.
Yeah.
Anyway, dinosaurs and cowboys.
Dinosaurs and cowboys.
I promise you, I can get to anywhere from anywhere in a conversation. Just I can get us there in meandering tangents.
Well, there's also some great ideas dropping in chat of like Halloween versus Christmas, which actually got me thinking of like doing just like I know you said we were trying to lean away from the creepy thing, but vampires versus zombies stuff.
I can't tell you how much I've been yelled at to not make every event Halloween. But I'm just like,
Andrew, the shake in your head was perfect timing.
yeah. It's just like, oh, you want to introduce some horror elements to this event? Oh, sign me up. No.
It's gonna be Valentine's Day. What?
Oh, I mean, that's heck bugs. I mean, that's its own kind of
That's
terror.
true. We do have the heck bug invasion. Well, that's fantastic. This event is going until I don't have it in front of me. How long is this event running until?
It's the 26th, day after my birthday.
Yeah,
So,
congratulations.
the event ends next Tuesday.
Excellent.
Don't quote me. I don't know dates. Yeah,
Well,
the last day is next Monday. So next Tuesday, the end.
So everyone does still have this week and this weekend to take advantage of it. Several of you have pointed out that this is not our normal stream day. This is a Tuesday, and we're doing that because we had some delays last week, as was mentioned. But that does still give you guys plenty of time to take advantage of the Dinoboys versus Cowasaurs versus event going until next week. Fantastic. So all the rewards and everything that are obtainable, you guys still have plenty of time to actually earn and get. Like Dinosley. I want. You said he came out of a box. I want Dinosley.
Yes. I kind of glossed over it, but the way the event works for anybody who doesn't know is you obtain these coins for each of the factions. You can go to the workbenches and you can craft effigies. Those effigies, when you use them, will unlock one of the collectibles tied to each of the factions that you do not already have unlocked. They kind of behave like a dragon effigy in that way. That's why I named them the same. That's why they kind of have the same look. But let's say, because each of them only unlock 5 things, you get enough to make at least 1 effigy a day from doing the dailies. So after 5 days, you'll have everything from both of the factions if you do all the dailies. So the question is, what do you do with the rest of your coins? And the solution to that in this event was that you're allowed to craft those effigies, but then you can deconstruct them, and when you deconstruct them, you get a loot box. That loot box has some generic materials that players always have a use for, stuff like Bound Brilliance. I believe there's Dragon Coins, but I don't remember exactly what's on the loot table. I made this a long time ago, I'm sorry. But the rare loot table on them has tradable versions of all of the collectibles from the event, plus an additional collectible, which is Dinosley. Which is just like a little fun way to, still have tradable versions of those out there, but and offer people something to, grind if they want to, but it's also something they can just kind of ignore because they've got most of everything unlocked already.
Well, that's good at least. There's not a hard end to the event in terms of like obtaining everything and you're screwed. There's still plenty of times to farm for those additional rewards that you may miss. That's great.
Yeah, last year's September event was very, very good for grinding, so I tried to kind of introduce some of those elements this year as well.
I think this event is, besides the Shadowhunter revamp, this has been one of my favorite things that has happened in the last year. I love the design. I love the styles. Everything about this event has just been a blast.
And speaking of revamps,
we do have one happening, don't we?
Yes.
Andrew, the floor is yours. Who or what is possibly getting the next revamp?
People.
They already know. I'm just trying to set it up.
I thought for a second there, I thought you were talking about like the next revamp.
No,
I'm like,
I'm curious about that one.
What is that? No.
A little early.
Post, what class you want to revamp next in the chat.
Actually,
we're always
do that.
And we're always excited about it. We're reading Discord and chat online to see what y'all want. But yes, there is currently on PTS there is a revamp that is going on for my class that does lots of explosions. So yes, the Boomeranger has been revamped. It's been a fun rework to play around with. the Boomeranger was in a really good spot already. Like, it was a very kind of classic class within Trove. It's one of our, beginning classes. So we wanted to kind of take it and, elevate parts of it to be kind of more unique. And so, yeah, we went about coming into it being like, hey, look, we want to add in, some more utility when you swap between your bow and your sword, because the Boomeranger can use different weapons. And that kind of became the guiding light to developing out the rest of the revamp for the class. So it was a real fun one to change. Not a lot of major changes. Like, damage numbers wise, Boomeranger, we kind of did a small tweak back in April for the class shakeup, so it was in a pretty good spot with damage. At least, I mean, that's how I feel. Some people might disagree, but we are currently in a PTS period, so please feel free to leave feedback on that, and we'll make adjustments based off of what needs to be done. But yeah, so the Boomeranger revamp is here. I can talk over real quick. Basically, yeah. So the main changes to the class have been there's now a distinct difference depending on what weapon you have equipped. Currently, you have, it looks like, the bow equipped. Mm-hmm. With bow, you gain access to your basic attacks are now rotate between fire, ice, and then bomb. So you get kind of like that similar bomb effect, or the blast bow effect that you'd have on the ring. You get that now on the third attack of your bow. Every time you attack a target, you apply, first the fire damage over time dot, a slow with the ice, and then you get the last attack is always a blast. Additionally, the third attack now applies a cooldown reduction to your other abilities. This actually came into PTS not doing the other abilities. It came in doing just your boomerang, but after some feedback, we decided to apply that cooldown reduction because it is pretty core to the class. And some people were a little disappointed that it was still not there. So there are still cooldown reductions now on the class, and then so you get your basic attack with the bow, and then there's a new updated boomerang for the bow. We're using the stock system that we implemented with Solarian for this. It's been a fun tool to play around with. Basically, while you're using the bow, you have a stock of 4 on your boomerang. You right click. This fires out 3 boomerangs at a time. Each of these have a chance to stun targets. So you can just quickly throw out a whole bunch of them, and then just do your basic attack to recharge them, because every time you do a basic attack, you get a stack back of the boomerang. So it's kind of like the ideal rotation is use up all your abilities, basic attack down, recharge your abilities again. Is kind of like the rotation we're kind of going for. So you've got that. When you catch the boomerang, gain a small movement boost and a attack speed boost. So it makes sense to kind of try to keep getting that bonus attack speed, that bonus movement speed, by throwing them out, catching, whatnot. And then additionally, the changes for when you have the boomerang equipped are the bomb now is kind of similar to the original bomb, where it's a big bomb that damages targets around you. This one has a little bit more knockback to it, so it's kind of like an emergency button for the class, since you're playing a more ranged version of it. Mm-hmm. And then if you switch over to the sword,
I didn't pick up a sword.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I'm a bad.
I'll just run through what the sword does real quick. So sword has been changed to kind of another core idea going into this revamp I was having was the boomerang, the bow would be more single target based. It has some AoE stuff, but it would be more single target, and the sword would be more AoE boom, or AoE area of effect attacks. So now the sword, it does the same basic attacks, but on the third attack, it summons a cyclone at the target location. This does damage over time for a brief period of time. So you'll be running around doing your melee attacks, and you'll be summoning these little cyclones that'll damage targets for additional ticks. The boomerang for the sword now is called Boomerang of the Wind. It essentially is a slow-moving large boomerang that deals damage over time to enemies. It hits. It pierces through targets also, so it'll pierce through targets, go a set distance, and then come back to you. I know that some people might bring up there's a small bug where sometimes you can't catch it always. I'm looking into that right now. But yeah, so that it deals damage to any targets it runs into. It comes back when you catch it. It applies those movement speed increases and attack speed increases, and also it does a cooldown reduction to your other abilities. So that one functions similarly when you catch it, like the old boomerang did. So it's kind of like just a large AoE, really good for delves. Kind of like you throw it out and continue to do your other abilities. And then the bombs for the sword are tiny bombs. These you throw out small bombs. They have a little shorter timer than the larger bomb, and they just they explode in a smaller AoE, not as much damage, but you can have up to 5 of them at a time, so you can quickly throw these out, deal damage to enemies fast. And then finally, the last big change we did. This one is based on the Urn of Mystery. We added in a lot of additional effects to that now. So some people have been even seeing large chickens. Other weird things have come out of it. There's a supersize buff that like doubles your damage. It's some pretty nice stuff. That comes out of that.
There's some gems in there for sure.
Yeah.
Melee boomerang is huge.
Yeah, it's very large. It was fun to play around with. One thing I was noticing when we were kind of playing just now recently, like scaling might be a bit too high, so I might lower some of the scaling. But yeah, there's some large effects that come out of the stuff. But yeah, the urn has a lot of additional effects in it. We kind of just crammed in a couple of different things. I know a lot of people have been asking what are all the effects into it, but I'm excited for people to be finding those out, and maybe we'll be able to add in more. We'll see.
Yeah, we don't want to get set in stone what's in there. That's
fun. There's gonna be some discover. So, but yeah, and then finally, the only other real additional thing besides those were the Boomeranger has always had this cool subclass where there's a little fairy that flies around you when you had the subclass equipped. I kind of wanted to bring that onto the class itself because the fairy is cool and interesting. So now when you take near fatal damage as the class, the fairy will grant you a short damage reduction and heal.
That's nice.
Basically we die. It's a long cooldown. But the thing I like about it is we added the fairy onto the class, so now you have a little fairy, an additional pet essentially, following you around. This also has updated art for majority of the skins, so you'll have, like I'm using right now, the paintbrush set, and it's got a little paintbrush, or there's an astronaut that has the as a little astronaut fairy. So it was really great to kind of get all these in, like these updated little fairies for the character. So
I think my fairy just took a dip in the lava.
Yeah, you might need to get a new fairy, I guess, or zone. If you zone, it'll reset.
I was trying to get a good look at her, and she was like, "Nope, bye."
So yeah, so there's a lot of different little effects. Like we with our other revamps, we added in some, like we kind of added a new VFX for this one. And just did some small tweaks here and there. It's been real fun to work on this one. It's been one that, like, for a long time, I think we have wanted to do the Boomeranger. Actually, like when I first started here 2 years ago, it was one of the first conversations I had with another dev about like revamps and like redoing our characters and modifying them. Like eventually we need to do a Boomeranger revamp. So it's been a long time in the running to do. I think me and Adam have definitely talked about it before. Of like, hey, what would happen if we did a Boomeranger revamp? I'm
not gonna lie. Boomeranger's my main, so I was like the whole time like, ooh, Boomeranger could use some love.
Well, they're now a powerhouse of damage and a support class. This is great.
I think
it's got a lot of things. Now this is still a PTS period, so things are subject to change. I have a list of feedback that I'm going to go work on after this, and some things I already want to modify after seeing it out in the wild. So we are always happy to take feedback from the player base about what works, what doesn't. Here are suggestions to how it's fixed. Like I said, that cooldown reduction was only on the third attack of the bow.
Mm-hmm.
And it only affected the boomerang. And then I noticed a lot of people talking about it after the first day, and we're like, okay, we can add something like this back in. We can we can make tweaks to it now while it's still on PTS. So feel free to always leave your feedback. I'm always excited to see it. We're always kind of like looking out for it. So yeah, but it's been a fun thing to work on.
I think from a personal point of view, what I just appreciate is in the past, and I think there have been two steps that kind of helped with this. But like when I played the boomer, I just saw the bow and I looked at the sword and I was like, I'm always going to use the sword. I really like my favorite part of this update is like now I feel like I want to use the bow, but like I would be happy to switch between the two. I'm so happy with the way it behaves now.
And we had going into it, we had talked about doing switching, doing something similar to the Vanguardian. That was something that was early on that was discussed, and we were like, okay, we could do this technically this way, or we can do that. But I really do like having the choice of like, this is the build I'm going to play today. I'm gonna be a sword build. I'm gonna be a bow build. And we wanted to try to give you options to enjoy doing that and to be like, hey, I'm doing they're both similar, like the same abilities, they're just slightly different flavors. And I really like that it was like a choice between that with the class. So we wanted to keep that, but we did talk about doing a swapping. That has its own problems. Like, how do you handle like costume pieces with that? How do you handle like doing a completely different equipment slot for one character? Doesn't always make sense UI wise. So that would be that. With these revamps, we want to try to, make the gameplay feel like unique and new and like enjoyable for the character, but like doesn't necessarily mean we need to redo our UI completely for them. But it was kind of like we were always keeping an eye out for like, hey, like, or an ear out for like, hey, how do we change this? How do we make it better? Try different ways.
What I think was really nice and kind of differentiates it is like when you're switching between the modes, on like say the Vanguardian, like it feels like two different classes.
Yeah.
Like you feel like a range, you feel like a melee. That's the Boomeranger doesn't feel like two different classes. It feels like you're just modifying your abilities. Like the abilities still hold true to what they are, which is like why I really enjoyed. Also, not gonna lie, I love the Chaos Urn. Like that's what I think. That's how I think of it in my brain.
It's really fun to play with that. I want to go tweak it because I think people are getting some of the more rarer things a bit too often. So we might go nerf it a little bit.
But nerf? Like I prefer just tweak. We can always throw new. We can always throw some new stuff in there too.
Reduce some of the scale because I think the scale like I when PTS went live, I was actually off that day, so I wasn't in the office. But then all of a sudden, I started getting messages of giant crocodiles because someone was using the Dracolite skin. That's the crocodile one, and then they're like, so like that already scales you up because you just increase in size anyways from turning into dragon mode, and then someone additionally got the essentially the mega buff from the Boomeranger, and it was like just giant crocodile. I was like, okay, I think this is great, but we'll see if we have to fix that.
A little bit of rebalancing here.
Yeah, maybe scale it down a little bit. We'll see. I'm going to continue to look at how players feel about that, and if it breaks anything majorly.
See, I just want to get sneaky now and just go in there and sneak in some of my own effects and just get I want a T-Rex with dinosaur hat. I'm just gonna say it. I want to spawn some T-Rexes with dinosaur hats.
We could do
I'm
that
just
in
being
some
I'm just
ways.
being ridiculous. I'm just being ridiculous.
That's the name of Trove, though, is ridiculousness
Yeah.
personified in voxel form.
But
On
yeah,
that note, with that exceptional bit of ridiculousness, shall we give away another ally?
Yeah, I think we
Yeah.
got so wrapped up in talking about fun Trove stuff, we forgot to give stuff away.
we have a lot of stuff still to give away.
Well, how about this? How about we give away 2 this time?
Yeah, I feel like we're gonna need to catch up on the quota.
Little bit. So we're going to be giving away 2 allies this time, and it's going to be under, I think some of you have already guessed it, the command word for this one is going to be !Dinoboy. Not Dino Boys, but Dinoboy. !Dinoboy. Get those into chat, and we will be drawing for 2 dev allies.
Which 2?
Oh, that's the real question. We gave away yours already. I think we should give away one of mine and one
What?
of yours.
Yeah.
I guess.
You want? Let's do.
No. You should no. Hey, don't let me strong arm you into give away 3. You don't want to give away 3.
It's not like I don't have a bunch to give away.
No, yeah.
!Dinoboy. This will be for a dev ally, an undisclosed dev ally at this time, that will work on all consoles. PC, Switch, PS4, Xbox, and I said Switch. All of them. You just need to go onto the Trove website and redeem this code that will be added to your account permanently as an account unlock, so that if you do ever transition over to a new console and log in with your existing Trove account, anything that is an account unlock, very specific, very, very special that I say that, account unlock, not things you earn in game, but account unlocks, will then transition over to any other consoles that you play on. For example, the dev codes, the one I redeemed for my thing, works on my PC, my Switch, and my PS4. I only had to redeem 1 code. So, !Dinoboy. Let's give away a couple of dev allies today. The very first winner, the second winner of the day, is going to be... I love my job because I get to shout this out. Marinated beef cubes. Marinated beef cubes. Go ahead and make your presence known in chat. We're going to get you a dev ally of your very own. If my chat will load, there we go. !Dinoboy and marinated beef cubes is going to be our very first winner. Marinated.
I'm seeing some names I would not want to have to try to figure out how to pronounce.
Yay, marinated beef cubes!
I absolutely adore the overstuffed urn ring mod with the new urn ability.
I love the chicken bomb, like the buck bomb now when it throws out the big one. It just looks so good.
The big chicken is one of them. There's a multi-urn, which spawns a lot of urns. So
somebody's chucking barrels at me right now. Somebody's Donkey Konging it.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun little effects we had put in there. It was really great because I went away for like a couple days just like putting together effects to put in that thing, and then we did a playtest internally, and people were like, just like, what is going on? I ratcheted up all the spawn rates for them just because we needed to test all the effects, and there's just some weird, wild stuff happening during that playtest.
I think the thing that's been messing with me the most, and like I realized it midstream, is that I don't have to throw the item that makes me big. I don't have to throw it's not my ability that makes me big every time. Sometimes it's someone else using their ult right next to me. I didn't realize it was like an AoE for everyone around the Boomeranger.
Yeah, they're looted effects. So yeah, we in Trove.
Looted effect.
Yeah, so in Trove we have some effects that are like kind of like the Candy Barbarian has some where you have like you spawn an object in the world and then it's auto looted to your character. So when that happens, the loot rules apply to them, I believe. How it's set up. So players can get the similar effect, or like he heals multiple people, and then there are effects that are just like just yours. So those are just applied straight to you. So
what I'm hearing is that Boomerangers just become more powerful the more they collect.
Yeah, it's just kind of a little bit more support support added to it to help allies.
Well, let's go ahead and roll for another ally giveaway. Speaking of allies, this one's going to go to Tutti Frutti. Tutti Frutti? Yeah, Tutti Frutti. What a name. God, I love this. Tutti Frutti, make your presence known, and we will get you a dev code for your, or a code for your Dev Dream ally. Do-do-do-do-do. Oh, oops.
It's also just a. Sorry.
I was gonna say when I have my spreadsheets open so long, I have to re-sign in.
I think another part of my favorite thing about the Boomeranger revamp is that there's been a lot of really amazing skins coming out for the Boomeranger in the last like year or two, like the Teen Wolf skin from last Halloween. I just love that like the urn is a football, and now I just get a giant football landing, or like I can get the paint bucket as the artist.
That. I wasn't sure where the football was coming from.
It's like that. You got the keg bomb. It's just, man, I'm super happy. Super happy.
Well, we've given away 2 more allies, and the very next thing that we have to talk about is something that recently wrapped up that quite a few people did submit on, and we were very happy to get so much participation with. But we recently wrapped up our Trove cosplay contest on TikTok. This was pretty much imploring you guys to download a template of our Solarian head off of our website and cut it out of the paper and put it together and make a paper craft real life cosplay head. And the objective was to go out and just do something in real life wearing the head, wear the video in real head, show it off. Didn't have to be full cosplay. It was just going out and showing that you've got some paper craft skills and that you really love Trove and love showing it off. Well, we had a lot of wonderful submissions with it, but unfortunately we could only select 2 winners. One of them was going to be voted on by the community with the most likes. The other one was going to be selected by a individual group of streamer judges that we employed, or we gathered a couple weeks ago. I don't remember exactly when this started, but we've had some great submissions. So let's see if I can pull those up and we can take a look at those. Oh, where did I put them? I think that was right here. I think this was art contest. Nope, that's that one. So if we go 1 second, let me pull up the videos here. We're gonna watch a couple of these. Come on, come on. You know, when everything works right and should have audio going for it. Yeah, we should. It's gonna be incredibly loud for you guys. Hopefully that's not blowing your ears out. This was our voted on winner by our community panel of judges. The person in question here, I've already forgotten her name because I had it written down. So many different tabs, you know, all the time.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Wow.
She did a great job. Now our second video here was by Kyle Nelson. This was the video that the community actually voted on. She is doing a Trove name with the I think that was a guardian head. I can't remember exactly what it was, but that one was pulled out by the community, voted on. That video and the previous video each won €1,000, and will be distributed those here very shortly. So thank you so much to everyone who did submit videos for our Trove cosplay contest on TikTok. Do make sure that you give our TikTok a follow, as we will be doing additional contests, giveaways, code drops, promos, all kinds of stuff on TikToks. We've actually given away 2 allies. 2 allies and a mount in the last month on TikTok that hasn't been given away really anywhere else. I think there was some cross promotions on Instagram and stuff like that, but it is given away first on TikTok. So to guarantee that you don't miss those rare drops, make sure you give us a follow on there and check out our videos when we drop them. We usually drop about 1 or 2 a week, and very often one of those will have a hidden code in it. So do keep an eye out for those. Moving forward, we've got a lot of great stuff happening here in the future, don't we? We've got quite a few things working behind the scenes, of course, things that we can't talk about. There's some upcoming events next month that I'm very excited to talk about, but I'm not going to yet because I know someone will get mad at me. But we've got a lot of great stuff coming up. That being said, we've got a couple of programs that we're going to be developing and launching here soon. Programs is probably the not word, but it's going to be more of events type thing. We're going to be doing a Q&A stream next month. So we're going to be opening up the floor for ongoing questions, taking in serious questions and comments. We're going to be addressing them with the entire team and creating a full retort, basically, responses to each of the pressing questions that you guys have since all of our major updates and the state of the game and where we are now. We're going to be announcing that in Discord, where you can drop those questions. We'll also be collecting them from places like Instagram and Facebook. So if you have a hard pressing question, now's the time to get it in there. Q&A stream, got that knocked out. We can let you guys know about that coming up. That's going to be really fun. How about another event giveaway? Why don't we give away 3 more allies? What do you think? 1 from each of us?
Yeah, sure.
That sounds good to me. Let's go ahead and do
You
it.
have them, so you're the one giving them away.
Well, I'm still like asking permission.
Yeah, I know.
Giving away your child's. Little child's. So let's start off with Andrew. Why don't you pick us a new keyword for the raffle? Exclamation point.
Boomer Rage.
Boomer Rage. Exclamation point. Boomer Rage. Make sure you get those in chat. Exclamation point. Boomer Rage in celebration of Boomeranger's upcoming revamp and the current state that he's in on the PTS is absolutely fantastic. Boomer Rage, that is going to be with 2 R's. So it's not Boomer Age, it's Boomer Rage. Very important, very key distinction there because we are of the Boomer Age. But we want to see the Boomer Rage.
I'm not going to lie to you, I misspell Boomeranger every time with double R's.
I do too, that's fine. Boomeranger has 1 arms.
It took me about a year before I started spelling it without 2 R's. It's a little while. Or just saying like, BR. But then you get it confused with Bomber Royale. So it's like...
I feel like Boomeranger is Trove's version of Rogue from World of Warcraft, where everybody misspelled it as Rouge.
Rouge, yep.
Yeah.
Which, depending on what chat you're in, you have to specify, are you talking about Bomber Royale, or are you talking about the class Boomeranger? Because everyone just says BR most of the time.
That's why I just go Boomer. It's more letters though. It's a lot of typing.
I like Boomer, but we're doing Boomer Rage for this one. We'll see what the next one's going to be. We're going to go ahead and roll it for all of you who are big fans of the Boomeranger. Let's see if you're the winner. It's going to be Frockley this time. Frockley, make your presence known in chat. We're going to get you a key for a dev ally. That one's number 2. Frockley, make your presence known. There you are. Hell yeah. Little kite man friendship there. All right, Frockley, you've got yours. We're going to go ahead and keep this gravy train rolling. We're going to roll another one right now, and it's going to be Birdies. Birdies, make your presence known in chat. You have also won a dev ally.
I think it's Bird S.
Is it Bird S?
Well, I mean, there's no I.
All right.
It can't be Birdies.
All right, Birdis.
Birdis. Birdis?
All right, I see you there, Birdis. Go ahead and help us settle the debate. How do you pronounce your name? Is it Birdies or Bird S?
It's like a lot of people think my name is Bliza.
Yeah, I corrected myself.
Yeah, there's no...
I finally fixed it. It's Bliza. I finally say
it
right. I'm saying it right. It took me 3 months, but I got it.
I do always reserve the name Bliza. That's my backup name.
We're going to keep this rolling.
Wait, what? I saw Penzo show up. Where's Chuck Penzo?
We saw Penzo? What? Penzo?
Somebody said that in chat.
That's weird.
Oh. Well, I think you must be in like the secret world or something.
Everyone finds me on my tree of watching. We're going to go ahead and roll a third ally now. It's going to go to Cosmic Rage 13. Cosmic Rage 13, make your presence known in chat, and we will get you your very own dev ally. Cosmic Rage 13, there you are. Now I just have to click on you before I click on other people. All right, that's 3 more allies to give away. And, goodness, we've got a lot of people here. And a lot of people still haven't won an ally, though. Like, we've got so many people here in chat, and only so far 4 winners. However many winners it's been. It hasn't been a lot. So you know what I think we need to do? I think we need to give away another 2. What do you guys think?
What?
Yeah.
That's madness.
2 more right now. Here we go. We're going to go ahead and roll it. We're going to keep the same keyword for this one, but it might change next one. So here we go. Same keyword is going to be !Boomerage, and we're going to roll it in 3, 2, 1. The winner is going to be SoFire OW. SoFire OW, please make your presence known, and we will get you a key.
Now there's a giant bird.
3 for you. 3 for you. Where is it? Time to type. But it was in chat beforehand. I didn't reset the thing. Gotta do ! Boomerage. Boomerage. Make sure that you're typing it in. It's not Boomer Age and it's not Boomer Angle. It's Boomerage. Sophie OW, make your presence known. There is a lot going on in chat. I might have missed you.
Could it be Boomerage?
It could be Boomerage.
Boomerage.
Sophie, there you are. Hello. There you go. There's going to be a code for a dev ally for you, SoFire. I don't know. You think everybody can handle? You think everybody's handling Boomerage all right? You think we should change it up a little bit?
I'm always a fan of changing it up.
Let's change it up one more time. We need a new one! Adam, give it to me.
No, not that one. That's impossible to say. I don't know. You put me on the spot. I'm not too. My brain is blanking.
On the spot. Here it is. This is the time. We're going to be giving away some more dev allies right now. ! On the spot. That means you need to be on the spot right now to win it. ! On the spot. On the spot. Get it in there. Get it in chat. ! On the spot.
Oh man, I missed my chance. It could have just been Pinzo. !
On the spot. Make sure you get it in there. If you typed it in once, type it in again just to make sure. ! On the spot. Lowercase, one word, no spaces, turn a phrase. Thank you, ma'am. Wham bam. Let's do it. ! On the spot. We're going to be giving away 2 more dev allies right now, and it's got to happen right now. Literally right now, like I'm rolling. Harenho, you are our first winner. Make your presence known. Harenho, hi, there you are.
And it's the fastest response we've had yet.
That was quick, super fast. And we're gonna get you your dev ally code.
That's too many on the spots.
It's too many on the spots. I don't know if that's too many on the spots. The only way that it's really on the spot is if we roll it right now! On the spot. L7 Imagine, you are also our surprise winner. L7_Imagine. Make your presence known in chat. We're going to be giving you a dev ally as well. L7 Imagine. Woot! There it is. Wow, I dated myself. Let's go ahead and get you your code. And as we do that, is there anything that we can talk about moving forward? Anything that would possibly be wonderful to tease, wonderful to kind of just guesstimate at them? Maybe what the next revamp is being considered to be.
I mean, the Shadow Moon is rising.
The shadow moon is rising.
The eve is upon us.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, sorry,
That's
Andrew.
So no, not really a lot to talk about today. We just had the Boomeranger revamp. It is currently on PTS, so we are still looking for feedback on that. We want to, make it as best as it can before it comes live, soonish. But still a little bit of time left on that PTS duration. So we're taking feedback for that. So please give feedback there. Also, if anyone ever has suggestions for next class, we're always looking out for that for the next revamp. But yeah, we have some stuff in the works right now, but we won't be able to talk about it today necessarily because it's still a bit too early. But hopefully, we'll be getting some more updates out to you all by the end of the year. Is the plan? So we're excited about that. But for now, we're still working on things and nothing else to talk about. When it comes to major updates like that.
Yeah, okay. I'm really excited for what's coming for the rest of the year. I'm just choosing to bite my tongue, quite literally, rather than speak.
No.
I am too.
Pretty much.
I am too.
Yeah.
I took a peek at the next couple of weeks, and there's a lot of weeks we could talk about. I won't say a thing. That's why I asked you first.
It's like when people say the words "Better Call Saul." I'm just like, you shut your mouth. Don't say anything.
Wasn't there
we're trying really hard to not get stuff leaked, as always. So.
Especially since there was one of the largest leaks in video gaming history this last week, I believe.
Yeah, but
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, of course not. No, that didn't happen. That was just something I saw on CNN.
But we have more events coming. We're excited for the rest of the year. More things in the works for Trove. We're really excited to be working on it. It's been a wonderful project. So we're happy that everyone's been responding positively or not positively to it. We're always happy to look at feedback from everyone out there. So we're excited to chat about the game.
That is a very good point. Feedback does not always have to be positive. It does not always have to be constructive criticism. We absolutely want to hear your opinions, thoughts, feelings on the state of the game, the future, the past, whatever you want to comment about, things that we can do. If you've got an idea for the game, please get in Discord, drop it in. The devs see that. We hang out in Discord. We see all of the social media posts. We get all of those feedbacks, all of those constructive criticisms, even things that come through on CS tickets that are just suggestions, make its way to the team. So please provide your opinions. Give us your thoughts and feedbacks. Don't shout them to yourself. Don't yell them to your cat. Don't tell them to just your streaming community. Tell us. Show us. Go in Discord. Let us know. Positive, negative, doesn't matter what it is. The game cannot grow without a community behind it, and that's why we all need your feedback.
Well said.
But
yeah.
On that note, as we wrap up here, just before we say goodbye to everyone, we are going to do one more set of giveaways with all three of our dev allies. So we're going to be doing another 3 giveaways, and I think that's going to do it.
I got the keyword for this one.
You got the keyword for this one? Hit it.
Go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs.
Yeah.
Good luck spelling that, everyone. It is going to be all lowercase. Go Chiefs! ! Go Chiefs! This is going to be the final 3 drawings of the day to each get a unique dev ally. Each winner is going to get one of our 3 dev ally codes. So, ! Go Chiefs! If you believe in it or not, if you play football or not, or are just into the sport. ! Go Chiefs!
If you're not into the sport, you should still support the Chiefs. Chiefs. Hey, go Jets. I watched that game this weekend. I can get behind that. I ain't gonna hate on the Jets.
That was kind of remarkable.
I lie. When I've played fantasy football in the past, one of my strategies was to play the people playing against the Jets. So I'm always rooting for them to come back.
Yeah, that's not a bad strategy. It's a lot better than my Washington Redskins jokes, which I can't really make anymore. ! Go Chiefs for today. Our first of our final 3 winners of the day is going to be Night War 95. Night War 95, congratulations. Make your presence known in chat, Night War. We're going to get you your dev ally code. Yes, I like that positivity and that admiration there. Congrats, if I can spell. Nightwar95, there is your code. We're going to be giving away another one here so soon that it's going to feel like it's happening now, because it is. Your account go by. Your account go by, I really hope is not... I really hope this isn't a bad idea, but your account go by. Excellent name choice. Make your presence known in chat if you are even a real account. Yes, your account go... Brrr. Yay, there you are. Your account go by. Oh. You guys are so quick with the chatting. It's hard to click on one person. All right, we're going to get you your dev ally code. There you are. And the final dev code of the day, exclamation point, go Chiefs. If you want to get one of the very limited Dev Dream allies straight out of the box with no random or gambling needed, the winner is going to be Carpador Senpai. Carpador Senpai, please make your presence known with a hysterical Arceus Magikarp picture. That is the most terrifying fusion I think I have ever seen. Congrats. Let me go ahead and open you up here. Carpador Senpai, well done. And with that, we're going to be, as soon as I can get my last code over here, Carpador Senpai, congratulations, and thank you for participating in the chat today. Thank you also to everyone who has joined us for today's stream. We've gone over the Cowasaurs versus Dinoboys versus event and who will reign supreme. Only time will tell, as that event is still ongoing. You have throughout this week and this weekend to collect those dino coins and get all of the rewards. As Adam so graciously pointed out, you only have to do, was it 5 days?
Yes, till
5
Monday.
Days. You have.
I'm not going to do math. I'll just say till Monday.
Well, I mean, how many days do they have to do to get everything? Wasn't it 5 days?
Oh yes, 5 days. Each of the do the event each day, 5 days. You'll get everything in the Cowasaurs and dinosaurs.
Awesome. If I'm doing my math right, there should be 5 days before Monday. So get on there and complete those quests, get those rewards. Otherwise, you're going to have to wait until they rotate around again, and who knows when that's going to be. We've also got some exciting future for the Boomeranger, as it is already one of the best classes, is getting even better. Can't wait to see what the future for that holds and any other changes that come to him, and as well as future revamps, content updates, and some fun things happening next month are on the horizon. Until then, this has been an absolutely wonderful day, and thank you both so much for joining me. Thank you for sharing the backstories and the thoughts and reasons behind the events and what we're doing moving forward. And it has been an absolute joyous time as always.
It's always fun.
Absolutely, everybody. Thanks for showing up.
Yep.
Before we do one final leave, I do want to make a small mention that anyone, if you are interested in doing more of our art contests, we know that we absolutely love the art contests that occur on several websites and through our Discord community members. We are going to be launching hopefully some brand new high energy art contests here very soon, hoping that the first one can start around Halloween, but we will certainly be having something for the holiday season, so do keep an eye open for that as well. And with that, that's pretty much all I have to share with everybody, unless we want to give away one more dev ally.
Uno mas?
Uno mas, who wants to give theirs away? I think.
What's left?
I think, Andrew, I gave away all of yours. Adam, I think I still have one of yours, and I still have some of mine. So, you want to give one of yours away? I'll give one of mine away?
Sure.
All right. What's the command for yours? Go Chiefs?
I feel mean because I made a bunch of people who don't root for the Chiefs root for the Chiefs. Okay. So I'll make them root for the Royals. Go Royals!
Go Royals! Exclamation point, go Royals. We're going to be doing two more drops here before we leave. This first one, why not Jets? Go exclamation point, go Royals. The Jets know why.
Yeah, I mean, I like the Jets. I'll support the Jets, but like, come on. Still the Jets.
They're not going to
just like the Royals, still the Royals. Like,
I'm surprised the Royals got a keyword.
I mean, I grew up going to Royals games, but I'll always remember the year they went to the World Series was the year I moved to San Francisco. That first year they went. That was a sad time having to watch them lose my first month of living in a new city. Whew, at least they redeemed it the next season, but against the New York Mets. Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh no. The Mets and the Jets.
I think my first game was the Rangers and the Brewers, and I believe the Rangers got destroyed. As I recall, it was a long time ago, though. Whole long time ago.
Oh yeah, my dad used to have season tickets to the Royals. I don't remember when we gave up, but I'm pretty sure it was around.
It was around then.
It was just around probably like who knows when it could have been because they were terrible the whole time. Like
Sure.
they didn't even go to the playoffs till I was like 30. My entire life.
Well, to interrupt a little bit of the Royal Smack, we're going to go ahead and roll this one for one of the final allies of the day. It is going to go to Chronicle D. Chronicle D, if you would make your presence known, we're going to get you that dev ally code. Chronicle D. Hello there indeed, Chronicle D. It is very nice to see you in chat. Thank you so much for entering into the raffle. And we're going to do a final one. It is going to come with a new code because it is going to be one of my allies. So this one is going to be simply exclamation point go Bob. Exclamation point go Bob. Nice and short. Exclamation point go Bob. This will be our final giveaway of the day. Exclamation point go Bob to take home a Bob of your very own. Exclamation point go Bob. We're going to get that last one in here. And we're going to wrap up soon because I know you guys, I'm holding you guys up for the rest of your day. Thank you so much for hanging out. Exclamation point go Bob. We're going to be rolling that here in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow. I love my job. More Bingus Dingus. More Bingus Dingus. Make your presence known and we're going to get you that code for the last dev ally of the day. More Bingus Dingus. Congratulations.
What a name.
What a name indeed. What a name from a lot of you today. Some great handles. I love the video game industry and I love the world that we get to interact with every single day. It has been an absolute delight having you guys with me today. It has been an absolute joy having all of you join us in chat from all around the world, supporting Trove, supporting their love for the game, everything voxel based, and of course, everything that has 6 sides on it. Anything else you guys would like to add before we head off?
That's it.
All right.
Thanks for showing up.
Thank you all for showing up. Thank you so much for being here with us today. Guys, have an absolutely wonderful time. Stay tuned to our social medias for the next stream. We're going to have our schedule updated here on Twitch. And as always, we'll see you in Hub World.